Hey everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate? Hey, I'm Butch Lehman, and I'm excited to be here today for another episode of Rolling Reactions. Today's episode takes us across the pond, known as the Atlantic Ocean, over to Spain to check in with Carlos Bernal in one of the most amazing videos on demand that I've seen in years. This is Carlos's section in the video City Fade. Now, admittedly, when this video first came out, I missed it, and that's totally my responsibility. My apologies. I firmly believe that we as rollerbladers have a responsibility to help support the professionals out there that are making content for the masses and representing rollerblading to a larger audience. Having said that, I sent some money to Carlos, even though the video was already released for free, and I challenge you guys to do the same. So here's my challenge to all of you. Either do one of these two things. Either send a pro skater a message of support and encouragement and thanks for all of the work that they're doing, or if you're able to afford it, send a few bucks to somebody and help support them as they're supporting rollerblading. Ultimately, we need professionals like this that are marketing rollerblading to the masses, and a guy like Carlos is really doing that at a high level. So thank you to all the pro bladers out there. I know I totally appreciate it, and I get inspiration from watching your content. So I could monologue all day. We won't do that. We'll get into some skating, and this is a good one today. If you guys haven't seen this yet, you're in for a treat. Let's take a look at Carlos Bernal's section in City Fade. All right, one of the first things that I want to point out in this video is the title City Fade. I think is very appropriate because there is some great city cinematography and B-roll. I would really call them establishing shots here. That makes it amazing. Like we've got this skate shot, we get the overhead angle looking down, panning up to reveal the city with this colorful Ferris wheel, and a couple of jump cuts here for the credits. That's the type of cinematography that I think really brings together a package in a skate video, making it more of a work of art and not just about the tricks themselves. Although, as you guys will see, Carlos's tricks certainly speak for themselves. If we think of our skater too as like the hero of the story, we also get some good establishing hero shots here as we see the character in the environment. And then shortly after that, revealing the conflict as he's looking in at the rail. He's about to do battle. Check this out. We're starting off with a 3 topsoul with the right foot. And this is where it's going to get a little bit crazy. Left foot, hurricane topsoul. A beautiful trick, really solid line, and what a banger to start things off with. I like it, Carlos. Pretty scary transfer drop rail situation here. A lot of precision on this, especially when you're going negative acid. Not a very forgiving spot, not a very forgiving trick. Far side. That's dangerous. The shotgun rails have always been things that have scared me. Like, I generally don't want to skate a shotgun rail. The 5 out was really clean there. Full alley-oop top horn. Really nicely done. I gotta give him credit too for wearing his helmet. I know sometimes people look down on wearing the helmet, but that's something that I always encourage and support. Like, if you feel more comfortable with that, if you're more concerned about your livelihood and well-being, there is no shame in wearing a helmet. That alley-oop negative acid to like in-spin acid. I don't know if I've ever seen that done before, so it's the first time for everything, I suppose. Such a clean line. Again, look at the city footage. Witchcraft. The only explanation on that one. Very clean. That looks deceptively hard and dangerous. Like, I bet that is not very forgiving to fall on. You know, maybe an underrated aspect of some of these tricks too is the spot selection. Like I alluded to it earlier, but a lot of these spots are not your conventional, typical skate spots, like your regular down rail, your regular ledge. Some of them have been, but like even this, pretty big gap out to it. And then hitting the underbar on the down. To me, that was always one of the most difficult tricks. We're talking like non-major spin trick, true spin acid. Very technical. Getting full credit on the grab on that one. Yeah, I'm getting extra credit there too for the right foot, left foot. Got to have that technical dexterity going back and forth. He's got a fan. There's somebody here watching him. Like a 90-degree twist to this rail. Made it look really easy though. Sweaty. To 3 Mizu. Man, that true spin kind grind, that is no joke. You definitely deserve to get some props from the homies on that one. Hitting that negative acid again. Through a kink. I mean, Chris Farmer would be proud of you. I think you'd have the Chris Farmer seal of approval. High speed 360. And this is one of the weirdest looking rails. I was pretty blown away the first time I saw this. One of the other things that I think should be stated about this video too is just how long this section is. There is so much happening here. Yep, definitely get the hugs, but it is such a long video part. Like, it's not just one section. This thing is like 9 minutes long. To produce that much content. Get our secondary angle there. Cue up the next song, cue up the next music, because there is more shredding in store. This man is probably wanted for murder. Murder of the kink rails, the down rails, the flat rails, the underbars, the ledges, the spots that aren't meant to be skated. I mean, I guess that's every spot, right? But just amazing stuff. And again, the cinematography here just holds it all together. Gives it context, gives it setting, gives it personality. Look at that, he's got the puppers watching. Going up the stairs. A little bit of foreshadowing here. Clearly some conflict. You gotta work for it. There's a battle. That's one of the things I love about rollerblading is every trick is like its own mini battle. The whole sport is a war. And we take those wins, we take those losses, and that's what gives it gravity. Making the hurricane topsoul look so smooth, so easy. Got a whole crowd cheering him on. Fakey backflip over the stairs. That brings me back. It's like the Pat Lennon trick from 4x4 video. That rail just looks straight up dangerous, especially for an alley-oop top acid. Like, that would not be my trick selection there, that's for sure. I mean, I guess that's something else we could comment on is the trick selection and diversity in this video. We've got some major spin tricks. We've got some tech tricks. I mean, we've got 540 true Mizu happening right there. We got some negative tricks, some gaps, switch ups, lines. Said it before and I'll say it again. Sweaty is the most dangerous trick in rollerblading. Full true spin soul. Wow. That's a tough one. Stomped. His juice meter is at full capacity, I think, after that one. Wall right out. Yeah, because all of your momentum is going straight at the wall, so you have to have enough push to push off the wall in order to roll away from it. And if you look at that, he actually covers like 4 feet or so coming off the wall. So props on that. That's a much more difficult trick than it looks like. And I can see why that was saved for the end. And we're actually going to go through the credits because there's still some cool background shots and B-roll shots and falls that are coming up here. I just really like this piece. I think this is everything right with rollerblading right now. Carlos is one of those guys that I don't think has been on everybody's radar in the same way that some of the American pros are. And this is just a testament to how great the level of skating is across the globe. There are so many deserving skaters and faces out there that are putting in the work and putting in, you know, not just the skating side of things, but the personality side, the video side, the editing side. And I think we're on the verge of greatness here with, you know, a lot of people recognizing blading for what it's become. You know, a lot of people have this perception of what blading once was, but I think it's evolved into something so much more than that, something that's appealing to mass audiences across the globe. And it's just a matter of time before people figure that out. That gap looks so scary. Like, that's the kind of thing that I would want to skate, though. I love transitions. See, and you don't realize how dangerous some of these spots are until you start seeing the little details about it, like the break in those 2 rails. Alley-oop, negative acid. See, I told you earlier, I thought that spot was dangerous. Keep in mind, the trick that he did on that, the video part, was the alley-oop top acid, so kind grind definitely feels safer to me. Man, popping the kink. It's got a whole crowd of people watching there, and it's just a testament to the fact of how amazing rollerblading is, that it's really undeniable. It's these moments that I live for. Hanging out with the friends, doing tricks, having those sessions where you go out nomadically around the city. It's just a thing of beauty. Anyway, guys, shout out to Carlos Bernal for that section. I think that whole video was straight fire and is the perfect representation of everything that's right with rollerblading and the potential that we have as a sport to really showcase the sport in all of its glory. You know, I love rollerblading. I love the fact that we have such a tight-knit community, and I love the fact that that community extends beyond any one individual spot, any city, any state, any country, and it's kind of this globalized family. I think that's something truly special and something that we should work to maintain despite whatever happens around us. Anyway, guys, I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota. That's going to do it for this one. Until next time, remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading of your own. Anyway, guys, we'll see you with the next video. Until then, peace.